All right, guys, so I gave it a bit of thought and I just did a bit of trial and error by subbing in different numbers here. And I finally got to the numbers that worked. And the numbers would be 16 and 9. The square root of 16 is 4. So it's going to end up being 4 plus the square root of 9 is 3. So that turns out to be 7. And then I just needed to double check that these also worked when I subbed it into this. So this was 16. And then this was 9. And when I did this calculation, it also gave me 30 out. So it just took me a few minutes just to kind of think through what would work here in order to get the right answer. So if you just spend some time thinking it through, you will get it. But that is definitely a tricky question. And, you know, you just got to prepare yourself for the reality of those tricky questions. And it might take you a second to figure it out. My excuse is COVID. I'm going to blame COVID on that one. It's rotting my brain. Okay, we continue on here. Determine the question mark in each of the following. So here we have this. Now what this is going to be is, well, 4 times 2 is 8. What would this have to be 32? Well, 8 times what is 32? It's going to be 4. And then there's also a C and a D in there, isn't there? Now I've already got an A and a B. So this has to be 4CD. We're not going to do that one. I'll take this one out of your test. We're not going to do things like that. That's fractions. That's later. And then the last one here, now this is the tricky one. This is where we're trying to extend you a little bit. What you have to realize is that, you know, we've got b squared and b, that makes b cubed. And I've got b to the 4, so I need another b here. Then I need a 2 and a c as well. So it's going to be 2cb. That's going to be my answer for there. So that's the short answer done. Let's now move over to the extended response. Okay. It says, consider the rectangle here. Write a simplified expression for the perimeter of the rectangle. So we know that the perimeter is just adding all of this up. So this is going to be 5 plus b plus 5 plus a. And would you agree that this is 5 plus b over here? So 5 plus b. And then over here, this is 5 and a. So plus 5 plus a. It says simplified. So now we need to gather things together. So I've got 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 5 is 15, is 20. Then I've got a plus a is 2a. And then I've got b plus b is 2b. So that's going to be my answer there, 20 plus 2a plus 2b. Next, it says, find the perimeter of the rectangle if a is 14 and b is 11. So that means I take this, and into the a spot I put 14. Into the B spot, I put 11. This is going to be 20 plus 28 plus 22. When I add all of those up together, I'm going to get, that's 70. Next, write 2 equivalent expressions for the area of the rectangle, only one of which includes brackets. So if you want to figure out the area of this thing, we need to write 2 expressions for it. One of them could be, all right, it's going to be this times this. I know that this here is 5 plus b, and I know that this here is 5 plus a. So if I simply multiply those together, 5 plus b multiplied by 5 plus a, that's my length, that's my width, that's going to be one of my answers. So a is equal to this. Or now we want one with no brackets at all. Well, if we just figure out the area of each of these sections here, and then add them all up, that would also work. So 5 times 5 is 25. 5, so would you agree this is 5 times a is 5a. This is b times 5 is 5b. And this is b times a is ba. And now we just add those up together. So 25 plus 5a plus 5b plus ba. And we're done. So there's our answers to those ones. Is this the last question? It's not. Ugh. And you can see this is an extension question. So let's see how I go with it. I'm doing this test fresh. So I'm seeing them just with you guys as well for the first time. It says, write 2 expressions for the area of these rectangles, 1 expression with brackets and 1 without brackets. Okay, the area of a rectangle with a length 5 more than double the width. Whoa. Okay, so the area of a rectangle, the length is 5 more than double the width. Okay, so if I come here for a second, I'm going to draw it. That's my width. And it's going to say that my length is 5 more than double the width. So it's 2w plus 5. 2w plus 5. So therefore, if I want to write down what the area, if I want to write down what the area of this thing is, it's going to be the area is equal to w times 2w plus 5, because it's just this times that. Cool. Next one. The area of a rectangle where length, the area of a rectangle where length triple x and width is 6 less than quadruple y. Is it just my brain, or does that make no sense? The area of a rectangle with length triple x. Okay, all right. So I think it's trying to tell me that the length is 3x, because it's triple x, and the width is 6 less than the quadruple of y. 6 less than the quadruple of y. So it's 4y minus 6. So that means my answer here is going to be 3x, 4y minus 6. Perfect. There it is. Perfect. Last one. To hire a basketball court, it costs $10 for a booking fee plus $40 per hour. This is like the question we did yesterday. To hire a basketball court, it costs $10 for a booking fee plus $40 per hour. Write an expression for the total cost of hiring the court for X hours. Okay, so it's $10 for the booking fee plus $40 an hour. So it's going to be 10 plus 40x. Then it says, how long could you hire the court for $50? Well, if it's $50, we know that $10 immediately goes to the booking fee. Okay, so that leaves us, so once you subtract the 10, now you've got $40, and you know that's going to be equal to 40 times the amount of hours. So how many hours can you have this for? Only 1 hour, right? Because 40 times 1 is that, so 1 hour is your answer. If it's 100, again, what you want to do is deduct the $10 for the booking fee. So that means you got $90 to work with here, just as you had 40 up there. And then you're going to go, it's 40 times the hours here. Okay, so 40 times what is 90? Well, this is where what you're going to have to do here is take 90 and divide it by 40. So if you wanted to, this is, how many times does this go in? How many times does 40 go into 90? It goes in twice. And how many leftovers? You have 10 leftovers, so it's going to be 10 on 40. So that means it's going to be 2 hours and then 10 on 40, which is the same as just a quarter of an hour. So what's a quarter of an hour? A quarter of an hour is 15 minutes, isn't it? Because 15, yeah, it's 15 minutes. So 2 hours and 15 minutes. Cool. All right, we continue on. Explain why the time to hire the court for $100 is not double the time for $50. We saw this question yesterday. It's because the booking fee doesn't double. The booking fee, can't spell, fee doesn't double. So if you watched me yesterday, we did that exact same problem yesterday, and the booking fee doesn't double. So if you want clarification, look at yesterday's video for that one. All right, everyone, we're done. That's another practice test. So yeah, hopefully you found that helpful. Lots of questions there, and I'll see you later.